So I've done a bit more trawling around on the Trading 212 app, and I've come across a feature which I don't always use, but I thought could be very beneficial to a lot of you watching. Now, if you want to sign up to Trading 212 and receive a free share, use the link in the description down below, or I even have a promo code if you've signed up recently and haven't received a free share. So I found out this feature when I actually was trying to sell one of my holdings that I have in the US. If you've watched this channel before, you would know that I am more of an index fund investor or an ETF investor, but sometimes it is nice to buy individual stocks at your own risk. And I was trying to sell one of my holdings, which of course is in a US company, and a new feature popped up that I haven't talked about before on this channel. So for example, if I go to AMD, which is the first stock that I have, you can see that I can see the graph as normal, and I have the option to either sell here or buy here. Now, if I press on either of them, let's just go and press buy for now. You can see that you have the normal options, which is the market, limit, stop, and stop limit. However, there's a section at the bottom which seems quite new and something that I haven't activated yet. Now, under it, it does say extended hours, and there is a toggle for you to actually start selecting the extended hours, which is a new feature of Trading 212. Now, if we click on the I button here for more information, you can see that it explains more about this new feature called 24/5 trading. Essentially, what 24/5 is almost similar to 24/7, meaning that it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. However, this time it's 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So excluding the weekends, where you can trade your favorite US stocks even when the market is closed. Now, if you don't already know, the market opens UK time anyway for the US at 2:30 p.m. and the markets close at 9 p.m, meaning that the opening hours for market trading for US stocks is 6.5 hours, and it is within that period that most of these trades, so there's a high volume of trades being placed during these hours. However, the point that Trading 212 is making is that a lot of news information actually does occur out of these hours. For example, earning reports, news events, and other things that can greatly affect the price. Furthermore, if you just wanted to sell your stocks and didn't have the patience to actually wait till the market opens, and you didn't really care about what price to sell this at, then 24/5 could be a great option for you to just dispose stocks even when the markets are closed. Now, as someone who actually invests in indices covering the US, I realize that it is during those 6.5 hours that most of the movement happens. But when the markets are closed and you have a derivative in pounds, for example, then you realize if you have the S&P 500, for example, during those times the US market is closed, there's not much movement, and then after the markets are reopened, then that's when a lot of trading volume occurs. So as described here, Trading 212's feature of 24/5 trading allows you to get non-stop trading from Monday to Friday. There is pre-market trading from around 8 in the morning to 1:30. Then there's the regular hours, which is from around 1:30 to 8 o'clock. Although depending on daylight savings, like I said before, it actually works out to be 2:30 to 9 in the UK most of the time. And then there's the after hours trading, which goes from 9 at night UK time to around 1 in the morning. So 24/5 is a new feature and it hasn't been rolled out completely. They're going to slowly be rolling out this feature, so you might see it on your app soon. And if we go into further information, we can see that there are actually 4 different types of market trading hours. We have the pre-market, the regular hours, after hours, and then overnight. These trading windows are separated due to the timings that they have, and because the whole world is connected to basically one server when it comes to trading, each trading window could have a significantly different trading price, so the price that you can buy or sell at, compared to the normal regular trading hours. So you may be wondering, why should I care about 24/5? Why can't I just wait until the markets actually open and just deal stocks there? Well, if you are so inclined, there are a few benefits of actually enabling 24/5 trading. Mostly this comes down to the fact that news items actually break out whenever. They don't wait for the markets to be open or closed. This means that you can respond to these events at a more rapid rate, and if you're really into trading, this could be a really good benefit. Furthermore, these extended hours also just gives you more flexibility over your trading options. However, before you just go and switch that feature on, there are some important considerations that you have to know about before enabling it, and by default Trading 212 is not going to be just enabling it for everyone. First thing is there is a lot lower liquidity in these extended hours. This is because a lot less people are trading during these hours, and of course the stock market is a market. You can only buy something that someone else is willing to sell. If you operate during these extended hours and maybe you have a stop loss or something like that, you could sometimes run into problems where, you know, you're not getting the price that you wanted to get because there's no one to actually fulfill that order. Of course, if there's no one to fulfill that order, it could take a lot longer, or that order might not be fulfilled at all. So it might be better off waiting for the markets to actually open. Because there's less people and less volume traded during these hours, the price volatility could be a lot higher, meaning that there is a significant amount of risk associated with operating outside of market conditions. Another massive disadvantage of doing this 24/5 business is that there could be wider spreads in these conditions. So the spread is the difference between the buy and sell price. You see this all the time when you go to exchange your money. You can't sell the cash you have at the same price that you can buy it as, and this essentially is the spread. Because there's lower liquidity, less volumes traded, there is a higher price volatility, and the spreads could also be larger. Also, outside of normal market hours, news announcements that come in could have a disproportionately high big impact on the stock price, as they wouldn't normally in normal market operating hours, because of course the trading volume is a lot higher in those open hours. Also, because not every broker does extended hours, the prices between these different brokers could actually be different, and you could sometimes get worse prices than you could on other platforms. Also, the prices of the stocks in the extended hours of trading may sometimes not reflect the price at the end of regular trading windows, or they might even not be the same price as what the price is when the market reopens the next day. So yeah, there are quite a few additional risks when you enable 24/5. The most unpredictable being the overnight session. Pre-market and after hours will have slightly less of a volatility than the overnight session. But if you've read and understood these risks, then go ahead and enable this feature, and you could be trading even when the markets are technically closed for everyone else. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.